So let's take a moment to arrive in this moment, in our bodies, in ourselves, and in this next stage of Align and Shine. This second part is all about connecting to our intuitive side, our right brain, and really getting into the discovery of our heart and soul, and what your heart and your soul wish to bring about, that the logical mind doesn't necessarily give us access to. So today is all about inspiration, divine guidance, and input that may not make logical sense at times, but we're going to trust and be open to receive all the information that is true for you and your heart and what you're bringing into the world to come through. So let's take a deep breath in and out through the belly. And let's give thanks for this beautiful vessel that we inhabit at the moment. Let's be grateful and thankful for the aliveness, for the tingling in our body, in our fingers and in our toes, for the aliveness, for the gift of being alive. And let's take another deep breath and relax any part of the body that may feel a little bit tense. Let's take a breath in that area. And if there's any pain, let's give that part of our body a little bit of extra love. And imagine hugging that part or caressing it, giving it what it needs right now. I take a deep breath again and let go of anything that we don't need right now. Right now we have 90 minutes to connect and explore and discover your beautiful heart and soul. 90 minutes to be open and receiving. And imagine a beautiful column of golden light in front of you. And imagine stepping into this beautiful, glistening column of light. And now send all your love and gratitude down through your column of light into the center of the earth, the heart of Mother Earth. And now feel or imagine this love returning multiplied many times over through your column of light back into your heart. And now send all this love and gratitude up through your column of light into the center of the universe, to the greater central sun, Now feel or imagine this love returning multiplied many times over through your column of light back into your heart. Now feel and see this love and light filling every cell of your body, every aspect of your being. And now see your column of light expanding and growing, filling the room where you're in, expanding to fill the house, expanding to fill the street, expanding to fill the whole city, the whole area, the whole city of where you live. And imagine our columns of light growing and expanding. So not only do they connect, but they create a column of light or a light filter all around the world, all around the planet. It's a hug of light around the earth. And in this column of light, we become co-creators with heaven and earth. And in this column of light, we're going to explore and discover your unique gifts that you're here to bring, that you're here to gift to the world. And in a moment, in your own time, come back to the room and gently wiggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes when you're ready.
Thanks. I've got loads of messages about my art, actually, interestingly.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Do you want to share or not yet? Or
Well, I've been well, it's just probably my mind was thinking about that. So I applied because I applied, there was a solo show opportunity for this space in Hackney to do something around sound, when I was gathering those mouth audios in December, and I had to submit like 20 minutes of audio. It's quite a lot
mm-hmm.
and so I gathered all these different voice notes from people about their relationship with their mouth.
Yeah.
And my friend Stephen helped me do it, and who's a sound artist. And then he said to me, he's managing a sculptural space at the moment, like on the Thames. And then he said to me, look, if you don't get it, maybe we could just do a night there instead. And I actually thought, cool, that's way better. And because the space that I was applying for in Hackney is really small. I haven't seen it, but I know it, but it's like you can only fit like 8 people in there at a time. So I thought it might be frustrating.
Mm.
And yeah, so my mind was just going, like my mind was going, obviously was going to that, but then like just got messages about it, just being encouraged, just being really encouraged, basically, just lots of encouragement.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah, so it felt great. Yeah, yeah, creatively, I feel really in such a good space.
beautiful.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that, you know, so feeling inspired creatively, I think that's one of the most potent bases to have.
Mm. Mm.
You can, you can dip anything in this energy.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
it's such fertile ground. So you can, within this energy, you can create a pocket where you focus on your website or on how you want to
Mm.
show up in the world,
Mm.
your, business side,
Exactly.
keeping this energy and this feeling of
Mm.
flow and excitement and yeah,
Mm. And vitality.
vitality. Yeah,
Yeah.
gorgeous. So, what I would love to start with today
Yeah.
is recapping where we got to
Yeah.
last Monday, or actually on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I'd love us to go from what you want to be known for and how you leave people feeling.
Mm.
Because this is
Mm.
a real crucial point,
Mm.
and it can inform everything that you do.
Mm.
So
Mm.
maybe I could share my screen
Yeah.
because so I loved when you said, I'm known for, want to be known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind.
Mm. Mm.
And I think that's really powerful. And I like how there's a fun part of it as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the what you're known for and how you leave people feeling, it's a perfect, sort of 30-second pitch when you're the alternative to the elevator pitch. It's like,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Rona, founder of Mama Point, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
And I'm known for being the Marie Kondo of the mind, and I leave people feeling free.
Yeah.
So you, Mama Point coaching, or you need to first say something that everyone understands, like it's clear, it's like, oh yeah, coach or healer or something that can ground people in something they know. And
Yeah.
then you can take them to something that's totally unique to you that only you can do.
Yeah. A
And
transformation coach, transformation expert. Yeah. Transformation
yes,
coach.
I like that. Or you don't have to have Mama Point coaching. You say, I'm Rona Clues. I'm a transformation coach. I'm known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind, and I leave people feeling free. Oh, are we stuck? Did we freeze? Or are we?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I think my connection's a bit unstable at the moment. Are we back? I think my connection's a bit
Yeah.
on and off, huh? Apologies.
No prob. It's helping us to, it's helping me stay slow and spacious, actually.
Maybe it's an enforced pause, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we need another moment?
Maybe. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
I like this pace. I feel
great.
much more grounded and slowed down. Yeah.
Beautiful. So I I really like, yeah, I'm Rona Eve Clues. I'm a transformation coach and I'm
Mm.
known as the Mary Kondo of the mind, and I leave people feeling free.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do Rona Eve clues for art and Rona clues for normal. And it's really interesting that in making us doing that document, me doing that document, us doing that document, you helped me to that you
Yeah.
take people on that is the bit that excites me.
Oh, say that again. So doing the document.
Yeah, doing that bit, at the top, when it made me see how out of just like as a normal person at the top.
Let me open it up. Oh. Um,
Did it cut out again?
yeah, we cut out again. Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying
Um,
I got at the top, but that I don't
oh
know.
yeah. Yeah, so that very first bit on page one of that document,
Yeah.
on that over the question one where you've asked me what do you what services do you offer, and when it showed that actually I keep saying, oh, individual therapy, coaching or whatever, rather than it's a journey I take people on,
Yeah.
and then and it's kind of like the size of the dive.
Yeah.
So is it, because I would say to people, I would say to now, because now for people, I would say it's a minimum of 3 sessions,
Yeah.
because in that, I can get a sense of like what's going on, then I can get much more a sense of, yeah, anyway. So, but seeing that it's the journey that I take people on, which sets me aside.
Sets you apart. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it sets me apart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because then, yeah, yeah, so then it's taking people into that deep dive into themselves, yeah, knowing that there's nothing, knowing that there's nothing lurking down there.
Yeah. Nothing lurking.
That isn't the way to say it, but that's
Yeah.
yeah.
But there's also, in a way, then um, it's a way of taking away a fear, right?
Yeah, yeah, because I think because so many people are afraid of, psychology, or, I mean, obviously the people obviously we're not, and the people we hang out with aren't at all, but a lot, because sometimes I'm surprised by sort of, and maybe you have the same of, how sort of and we used to have it sometimes with Athena, even like how somebody might talk about something really normal, and they do like a whole presentation on it, and we'd be like, well, yeah, of course, like that would be like, that thought would be like, and then they've like expanded this one thought into a 45-minute presentation or something, and we're like, what even is in, and everyone's like, wow, thank you so much, like, about, I don't know,
Really
about,
interesting. I'd never thought
yeah.
about that.
I've never thought about it that way. Like, you're like, what are you doing? Where is your head most of the time? Like, come on. Um, but yeah, like about beliefs or something, or um, yeah, yeah, about something like that. Yeah. So yeah, something about that. I think for a lot of people, yeah, psychology can feel kind of really complicated, or addiction or trauma, or or any of these words where it's like, yeah, I help people to have a relationship with them, so that there's no intimidation, like, at all. Yeah, so I guess I kind of like debunk the myths. Yeah, and I help them to feel like completely comfortable in that realm.
Would you say you help people have actually you help people having a healthy relationship with themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing how to love themselves.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to get the wording on it, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
without it sounding bland,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like, oh, I help people have compassion for themselves. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah. So what?
But
And this is where, when you talk about the transformation that
mm,
your clients have had, that helps, make it clear for people. And this is why
mm,
testimonials are so important, because
yeah,
they can say it in a way that you would never say. But
yes,
and if and you can discover things that you didn't even know you did, because it's so natural to you that it's like breathing. but for
Yes.
them it's something completely unique and they'd never experienced it before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think the debunking the myths, I think that's like, this is in a way, that's your sort of, that's like your business facing part in a way, like,
Mm.
blogs, and I'm debunking the myths about psychology or psychotherapy or psych
Addiction or whatever. Yeah, totally.
addiction and sex addiction or
Yeah.
eating disorders, whatever it is.
Yes, yes, because like that woman, the woman who got raped, the woman in France, that case in France recently. Do you know about the woman in
No.
France? Oh, well, there was a woman recently in France. It's a really mammoth case. It was amazing for feminism. A woman in France, she got her husband drugged her for 20 years, and millions, loads and loads of men, like 20 men, were sex.
What?
Yes, yeah, yeah. And
Wow.
she has changed how rape cases are dealt with. She said, because I think it's normally dealt with in a closed court in France or something. And she said, this just happened like last month. I've got goosebumps. And
Me
she
too.
said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And she said, I am not doing this in closed court. Why should I be ashamed? The shame is theirs. It's not mine.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And all the men got, it's like a mammoth, like enormous, right, I've got it again. Like, look,
Me too.
yeah, yeah, all over. Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible, incredible woman. What a light worker. And all the men have been prosecuted, and it's been this like, and it's really, really shifted. It's almost like Me Too,
Yeah.
but like around rape. And yeah, it's and but still, like her daughter was. I saw her daughter was being interviewed on something. I didn't watch the interview. I just saw like a clip of it on something. And it said, oh, well, how do you deal with this? That your dad's a monster. And she said, yeah, he is a monster, or whatever. But like, yes, he is a monster, of course. But really, he's a sex addict. He's a wounded individual. If it wasn't for his own wounding, he's not going to be and yet society doesn't, we never learn. These people are just treated as if they're just weirdos.
Yeah.
It's like
And
we've
scary.
all,
We're
pardon?
all addicts.
We're all addicts, and we've all got, we've all been compulsive around sex at some point in our lives. It's just turn the volume on that up all the way.
Yeah.
Whereas again, as long as he's othered, it doesn't help us.
No.
It doesn't help us.
You
Yeah.
have you heard the podcast that Stephen Bartlett just did on dopamine?
No. Yeah. I never listen to podcasts, but is it good? Yeah.
I love him. I don't listen
Yeah.
to podcasts either,
Yeah.
but I listen
Yeah.
to his. So Diary of a CEO, dopamine. I nearly sent you the link before the call. It's
Oh,
interesting that
interesting.
we're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
and we started watching it last night, Philippe and I,
Yeah.
and she's talking about, it's a clinical psychotherapist
Mm.
doctor who's
Yeah.
been working with what happens in the brain,
Yeah.
what dopamine does and how much we need it,
Yeah.
and but what happens in a sort of addict's, like heavy drug user
Yeah.
mind, what happens there.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's 2 hours, it's very long, but
Mm.
we watched an hour last night. We're going to watch
Mm.
another or another time,
Mm.
but
Mm.
I'll
Mm.
send you the link,
Mm.
um because it's to do with the brain. So it's not like, oh my God,
Mm.
he's a monster and he has to be shut out. Of course it's not right what he did, of course not.
Yeah.
But um yeah, I think you and I know and are fully conscious of the fact that every human being is capable of the highest and the lowest.
Exactly.
And it's it's not because you've done the highest that you'll never do the lowest, and it's not because you've done the lowest that you'll never do the highest. It's a choice. It's sometimes where
Yeah.
we are, so in our circumstances, I mean, it can be so
Yeah.
many different things. So
Exactly. 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 We've all got stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's here. I mean, all of it, of course, is about, healing, yeah, consciousness raising and healing shame, really, because shame is the lowest vibration. And then if you're down there, as we know, then you can't shift. So I think you and I probably do similar work, but just in different ways,
yeah,
because it's shifting that stuckness.
Yeah. And it's, you can't show up in your highest if you've not had have a sense of your lowest either, or your own
Exactly.
shame or your own guilt, or uh,
Yeah, exactly. Your own shit.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to
And
make
it's
peace with your past. You got to. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, it just it just hounds you.
yeah. And this for me is true, yeah, for, well, I was going to say for high achieving business people.
Yeah, yeah.
And well, it's true for everybody, but like with your business, when we're putting something out in the world, sure, we can do it without being conscious of what and who we are. Sure, you can
Mm,
do that,
mm,
but it's going to go to a certain point. It won't
mm,
allow you to go further. It won't allow you
mm.
to bring the wholeness and the fullness and the full truth of who we are.
That's right. That's right.
And it,
It's shadow work, really. It's, it's how
yeah,
do we integrate our own shadow
yeah,
so that then, and then we don't other others
yeah.
because we don't need to.
Mm-mm. And then you can go, oh my God, this could be me.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, yeah, when things
Yeah.
get out of hand. It's amazing, this talk with this doctor.
Yeah.
But she talked about her addiction, and
Mm,
it's not something I'd ever heard of.
mm.
It's yeah, it's fascinating because, yeah, addictions can take so many different
Yeah.
faces, or
That's right.
you
That's
also
right.
said you can be addicted to uh, an attitude, or no, not an attitude,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or an idea.
yeah,
Absolutely. Fantasy.
yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And then you're not present.
no.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, I love this. Rona Clues. I'm a transformation coach, and I'm known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind, or I'm the Mary Kondo of the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I leave people feeling free. Oh, safe, I was going to say. Feeling safe.
Yeah. Safe and free. Yeah.
Wow. Feeling safe and free. Bloody hell,
Yeah.
oh my word.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Because then I know, because so many people don't feel safe. I know.
And you can't feel free if you're not safe.
No, I know. That's right. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit version of freedom.
Yeah, and there's always,
Because then you're just trying to escape. You're just trying to run away.
yeah, yeah, I can recognize that. I
Oh,
know.
me too. Me too. Well, because we both grew up with a total lack of safety.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so when there's that lack of safety, it's like, and then you have to do all that base chakra healing. It's huge. It's a huge task.
yeah,
It's a heavy lift. There's a lot of heavy lifting in there.
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
not one you'd sort of, well, obviously we chose to do it,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
be where we are, but
That's right. And to
like
consciousness
if you said
raise.
to
Yeah.
somebody, oh, would you fancy doing a bit of that? And it's like, are you kidding me? No way. Thank
That's right.
you
No,
very much. I'm not crazy.
no, that's right. That's right. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I love this. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy with
Thanks.
using the Mary Kondo of the mind.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write it here because this,
Yeah. No, it's brilliant. Yeah, I feel like maybe the next bit is I take people on a journey or take my clients on a journey into the deepest parts of themselves. Mm.
they how does it feel for you when you say this out loud? Like I wrote it in the chat. How do
Oh,
you feel when you say it yourself? How like
yeah.
say it
Hi,
out?
I'm Rona Clues, and I'm a transformation. Yeah, hi, I'm Rona Clues. It's something about transformation coach I'm still not fully in.
Loud?
I'm known for being the Marie Kondo of the mind, and I leave people feeling safe and free. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming is how it feels.
How does it feel in your body?
Yeah, the transformation coach still feels a bit, don't know if that's right. And I'm a healer. What would I normally say? I normally say I'm a healer. That's what I normally
Yeah.
say. Because when I used to say therapist, then I'd end up in a really boring conversation.
Yeah.
If I say coach, people think I've only just done a 3-day training. If I say mentor, it's too dry. If I
Yeah.
say healer, I mean, of course, God's the healer, not me. But
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
you're a
really, I'm a facilitator. But that's way too, it makes me sound like I'm some sort of organized conferences or something. So yes, I normally say I'm a what do I normally say? I'm a coach. Yeah, I normally say I'm an artist, ecologist, and healer. That's how I normally say it.
Mm.
But I'd say I am Rona Clues and I'm a healer. That doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel
Well,
right just having healer. Yeah. Anyway, that bit can
what
come.
about
Hmm.
hi, I'm Rona Clues. I'm a transformation coach and healer.
Yeah, I'm a transformation coach and healer. That sounds good. Yeah. 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 Because I do think healer is because I'm so comfortable in all of, I can help people to feel so au fait with,
Yeah.
whether it's, I don't know, chakras or, Ayurvedic or whether it's meridians or whether it's ayahuasca or whatever it is, you know what I mean? I'm comfortable in all of that realm. Um, yeah,
Known for
I'm known for being, yeah, you can think of me as, or maybe you can think of me like that. You could think of me as the Marie Kondo of the mind.
or I'm the Mary Kondo of the mind.
I'm the Marie Kondo of the mind.
And leave or I'm the Mary Kondo of the mind and I leave
Yeah,
people feeling safe and free. Oh my God. I
yeah,
think this is it.
yeah. Hi, I'm Rona Clues. I'm a transformation coach and healer.
Or even better, I think
I'm a healer and transformation coach.
yeah, you could do you feel more at ease with that?
Yeah, I think I do actually. Because I think because transformation coach, like, even though I am a transformation coach, it's not an established phrase, is it? So I think maybe having the one that I'm most comfortable with first, I'm a healer and transformation coach. Or
Yeah.
heal, it doesn't matter actually. I'm a transformation
I'm
coach and healer.
I'm a healer and transformation coach. I think I'm known for being
I'm
the
known for being, yeah,
Mary Kondo of the mind
yeah,
and leave people feeling safe and free.
yeah.
So this like you can play around with it, like
Mm,
write it. I would stick it up on the wall somewhere
mm,
that you're going to
mm,
see a lot, like often. And each time you walk past, just to go, and see how you feel. Maybe it's
mm,
like, oh, actually, this word could,
Let me put it on a post-it note now.
yeah.
Mm, mm.
Hi, I'm Rona Clues. I'm a healer and transformation coach. Known, you could also go just known for being the Marie Kondo of the mind. Okay, this is, I think, fourth
Yeah,
time.
that's nice.
Um, known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind. Hi, I'm Rona Clues. I'm a healer and transformation coach, known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind. Maybe then you go again, full stop, I leave. Or leaving people feeling safe. I'm known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind. I leave people feeling safe and free. I like that. Hi, I'm Rona
Yeah,
Clues. I'm a healer and transformation coach, known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind. I leave people feeling safe and free. Yeah. I would be
Yeah,
with that this week and or these until Wednesday when we speak
yeah.
again and see what happens, see how literally how you feel in your body, how you
But
physically
I mean, it feels really exciting.
ah, this is brilliant. That's it. That's exactly, yeah.
Mm.
And it's like, when you say this
I
to
mean,
someone,
somewhere else. My only resistance to the Marie Kondo bit is somewhere else I might want to say, I'm like I'm a Hermione Granger of personal development. I am.
yeah. So you could play with these. Okay,
Yeah,
let's so also it may depend on who you meet and who you see.
that's right.
Granger of personal development. Because personally, I would need an explanation with
Yes, you're right. You're right. So it's only if people know.
if they're Harry Potter fans, then they will.
And also Harry Potter, people can be um especially with J.K. Rowling, and all the trans stuff, people can be a bit, it's not as free as saying that as it used to be.
It doesn't feel as clean, if that makes sense.
It doesn't, does it? What I'm trying to say there is that I'm a guide. I'm a guide because I'm a Sherpa. I'm a Sherpa. I'm a Sherpa of personal development.
Sherpa guide,
Yeah.
personal development. Like,
Because people,
like,
especially now, people try and do all of that by themselves.
yeah,
And then of course it's the same as for you. It's the same as people trying to do this stuff by themselves. They try and do, they
yeah,
think they can do it by, they can just do Wix,
yeah,
not realizing, well, actually, no, if I get really aligned first, then
yeah,
it's going to save so much time
yeah, and money too.
and money, yeah, and effort.
Yeah, and heartache and confusion and
Yeah, and feeling lonely. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Because there's for me, like you're saying Mary Kondo of the mind, the personal development. It's also to do with the mind.
it is.
So
But the body as well. Because
yeah,
I might get someone to, I don't know, do, go walking in nature or,
that's right. Known for being the Mary
explore,
Kondo of the mind
yeah, or exploring,
body.
how to give a penis massage or, whatever. Like,
Oh, I'm joining that walk.
I had to give that homework to a teenager last week. Yeah. So,
Well, known for being the Mary Kondo of the mind and body, or is that's getting a
too
bit
much.
too much? Okay, let's leave it at this for now.
Yeah.
I would
Because
say,
I think the psychology piece that really helps people to, because of my background in clinical psychology as well, it makes them be like, oh, okay, like, oh, I've got this great, I've got this amazing navigator to
yeah,
help me navigate this really mysterious, complex, this realm that feels too complicated for me to go into alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
this feels good. Okay,
Yeah.
I
It felt brilliant. And that I leave people feeling safe and free. It's like, yay.
that makes my heart feel so good.
Same. And it's a really nice combination of my, because I have Moon in Pisces and Mercury in Virgo. So I have the like, which is, and Virgo and Pisces is in astrology is the healing axis.
Oh,
Yeah. So I have, so basically my moon and my mind are opposite. So my heart and my mind, they're opposite, which is hard sometimes, but
yeah.
it means that it's like the full realm I've explored the full realm.
Yeah. And it's full moon today.
It is, yeah. In Cancer, I can feel it actually. It feels nice. I moved my bedroom around yesterday. Felt great.
Phew. Cool.
Yeah, completely shifted it around. Yeah.
So great. I feel like we're ready now to go into
Yeah. The next
stage
bit.
2.
Yeah.
And this stage is wonderful. So
Great.
we're going to now tune into the heart,
Mm.
to the heart of what you're bringing into the heart, your heart, and also the heart of your business offering,
Mm.
brand, put any sort
Mm.
of label you want on that.
Mm.
Ultimately, it is your heart, your soul, and
Mm.
what you're bringing into the world.
Mm. Mm.
So
Great.
it's a short meditation,
Oh yeah.
and it's a guided meditation. And then
I want to sit on the sofa for it. Hang on a minute. Let me start. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang on a minute, let me save this. I've got an external hard drive plugged in, and if I get that save as, and then I can just sit because I think I might go and sit on the sofa. I'll be more comfortable.
I mean, it's not a relaxing. You need to
No,
be
no, that's fine. That's fine. But I can just feel I'll go into the yin a bit more.
okay. Oh, that does feel good. Feels
Yeah,
good
it's just a bit
being there.
more.
What's this purple sphere on your left?
That.
Oh, yeah,
It's from Habitat. It's a light.
beautiful.
It's nice, isn't it?
Very nice. Looks like the full moon. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I've had that. I haven't had that. I've had that for a while, but it's sort of maintained. Sorry, there's wet underneath the laptop as well. I'm worried about.
Oh, yeah. Could you discover it now and not later?
Mhm. Okay.
All right. You comfortable?
Yeah.
So close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Take a deep breath into your belly and exhale. And again, a deep breath into your belly. And exhale. And one more breath deep into your belly and exhale. And notice the thoughts, the feelings, whatever is going around or whatever is happening in your mind right now. And let those thoughts and feelings be. Let them drift by, just like clouds in the sky. You don't have to change them. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to catch them. Just let them pass by. And know that anything important you will know beyond and after our meditation. So all you need to do is to be present in this moment. Now imagine stepping into a space of innocence, in the mystery, in the unknown, in a space where nothing exists, but everything is possible. And now choose to be of service to your heart. And I choose to be of service to your heart too. And imagine or visualize a beautiful circle of light in front of you. And this circle of light embodies your vision and what you're here to bring into the world. And now imagine stepping into this golden circle of light and choose to receive a symbol. Trust the first thing that comes to you. It can be a word, it can be a picture, it can be a feeling. Be open to receive whatever it is that wants to come through. We're going to spend a little time here, and then I'll call us back in a moment. And in your own time, when you're ready, open your eyes. Doing a screenshot of Verona. Oh, how was this?
This this blanket I took with me to the Bahamas.
Oh,
Um, it was great. It was really interesting. I saw something I didn't expect to see,
tell
which
me
was
what
a
you got.
circle and a star, and then it was like a pentangle. It was like and then I kind of was judging it a bit, and
Oh,
then I
yeah.
was like, my mind was going to kind of like pentagram, and then I was thinking about this song that I used to listen to with Alex actually was about which was like Guinevere drew pentagrams. That's what one of the things it said in it. So I'm just going to look at the Rider-Waite tarot because I just want to see
Okay,
pen,
before you do this, tell me,
pentacles. Oh yeah,
um, share with
yeah.
me what you got first before you go off somewhere else. Stay with this and share.
I love you. So I'm so hilarious, aren't I? How I go zooming off into this.
Because
Um,
you have the answers in you anyway. So share, tell me about what came and
so it's like felt like there was felt like well, it felt like a yeah, it was quite interesting. It felt like a circle, and then I saw a star, and then I was thinking about this guy, yeah, and then I was sort of being with the star. I'm like whether I was comfortable with the star, and then I was thinking about a star and what that would mean, and my uncomfortability with shining, and my uncomfortability with letting my star shine. Um, and then I was thinking about, remember when I worked at that terrible charity foundation, Esme Fairbairn, and I had that affair with this guy, Rob, there, you might remember this director. And we walked to the station together. We were just chatting about whatever before we had the affair. And he said to me, Rona, what are you doing working in that office? And I was like, I don't know what you mean. And he said, you're a star. He was like, you're a star. What and why are you hiding in this office? This office is the most dry, boring place ever. You know, he was only there because he received a certain amount of funding to fill up to complete a research project. Like he was an academic from Cambridge. So he was like, why, why are you there? He was like, you're a star, you're hilarious, you shine. What are you doing? And I was like, and he was like, no, what are you doing there? And so it made me think about that. And then yeah, and then I saw the star like was surrounded with a circle. And then I used to have this metal pentagram. I got it from like some sort of witch shop, I think, when I was a teenager, or no, not when I was a teenager, when I was older, when I was, yeah, sort of exploring crystals and things. And I saw that. And then it made me think about the Rider-Waite tarot and the pentacles in that.
Hmm.
And then I started to think, oh no, it would look too witchy. Oh no, if
You're
that was my
trying
way.
to work it out already.
Yeah, yeah, straight away.
This is the essence. This is
No.
the essence of your brand. It has at this point possibly nothing to do with the visual of it.
Ah, yeah.
It's the energy of it, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to work anything out.
Yes, I know.
We're,
What I'm noticing is
we're
I'm
in this.
so fearful of like the external expression, right? It's just like, pff,
Yeah.
yeah, which makes sense because as you've heard how difficult it's been for me to bring it about. So
Yeah. So, and it's
yeah.
also it's the mind wanting to know. It doesn't like not knowing.
Yes, of course, of course.
And at this point, we don't know. We really don't know.
No,
Like, and we need
no.
to not know to receive. Because if
Yeah,
we
that's
don't,
right.
there's nothing we can receive.
That's right. But it's like me saying I take that people on that dive. They don't know what's down there. They're
No,
like, oh my God, there might be some like really weird, pardon me, monsters and
weird
creatures.
shit.
And yeah.
Yeah. It's funny when you said you shared about the metal pentagram, I wrote mental pentagram. And it's like, oh no, metal
Oh,
pentagram. It was like,
yeah. But it's very aligned, isn't it? It's very that, if you think about it, maybe I should buy one again because I loved it as an
mm,
object. I don't know where it is anymore, actually. Which is weird because you know me, I tend to track all of my objects pretty carefully. Um,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So tell me more. So if you stay with the purely the shapes
Hmm.
and the feeling of
Hmm.
like tell me if you knew what it meant, like so it brought back memories, but like what does the circle mean to you? What does the star mean to you? Like if you made it up, if you were just to make up,
Yeah, that. Yeah.
yeah, tell me what
What
it
would it
means to
mean?
you. What's
To me, it means embodiment and self-expression because it suddenly becomes the human in there,
yeah,
like the head, the open arms and the legs with the heart in the middle.
the Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, 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 exactly that. Yeah, and that because when I think, that if we think about I leave people feeling safe and free, because I was reflecting on that, and I was thinking, oh, that feels so right.
Yeah,
And I was thinking how, yeah, it feels then like, because when you feel safe and free, guess what? You can access your heart, and in Chinese medicine, the idea is that the heart sits behind the lungs. It sits behind, And so when I used to do Sattvic healing with people, energy heat on hands-on energy healing with people, I'd often have to like clear off like a lot of grief
Ah,
off the lungs before you can even get to the heart. And then I was just looking up here. I mean, it's a mess, so excuse, but you might see there's that daisy picture up there.
yeah.
And I was looking at some flower pictures. I put one of them on Instagram this morning. It's so lovely. But that's that, isn't it? That's
Yes,
that. Because they show their hearts. There's completely unself-conscious.
totally open and
Yeah,
vulnerable.
yeah,
They show their innermost.
yeah,
It's open for everyone to see.
yes. And
And
they know to close at night when,
yeah,
when it's
but
in,
yeah, people can trample over them. It happens.
yes,
That
yes.
doesn't prevent them from flowering again the next spring.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or the next day, even just like, I'll come back up again.
Because that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah,
This is my purpose.
yeah.
What's beautiful with this symbol is that it does absolutely express safe and free. You've got the circle meaning
Mm,
safe, it's a
mm,
container, it's a holding structure. It's
mm,
the most perfect shape, because
mm,
there's no edges, and then the star inside. I love that. Yeah, you're also seeing the human body in there, and
mm,
it's in sort of a full expansion and expression,
mm.
and it's very grounded. So
Isn't it?
it's the most solid shape like this. You can't really unsettle, or it's very hard to move.
That's right. And even if it did move, like I feel like it would move as a circle. It would move like as a, those people you get who
Yes.
are really good in the circus and
Yeah.
they just like roll away. Like,
Yeah.
well, actually, mate, I'm just gonna roll. That's just gonna roll off me.
Yeah. And what's obvious to me is, I mean, it is an ancient symbol, and yes, well, it is connected to witchcraft.
Mm,
You know, again, I think
magic.
that's been has probably been sort of manipulated, and um, he got a bad rap in a way. I think this.
Yeah, because I'll tell you where my mind went as well was it went to so years ago when I went to primary school, the first boy I kissed was this boy called Richard Green, and he told everybody that I don't know if I've ever told you this. This was my first kiss. He told everybody that I bit him, and I didn't. Like if anything, my kissing was probably like that. And that was probably it because I was so nervous and I'd literally like read everything you could read on kissing and like because I was so worried about doing it wrong and and I don't know I think actually I was only 11 but I felt like I was about 15. And I was being really badly bullied at school already and he told everybody this and then they used it as evidence that I was, awful, and yeah. And I was already, my parents were splitting up. I was crying all the time. I didn't fit, I was in Maidstone. I didn't fit in at all. And um, yeah, and I was into tarot and stuff, and like they thought they thought I was, and they would call me a witch. And anyway, years later, I made amends to him, because I hated him for ages, and then I saw him years later in Maidstone, and I was mean to him, and just generally in my mind, I just hated him for a long time, So I made amends to him in 12 steps, probably about how long ago? About 4 or 5 years ago, not that long ago, and yeah, and we met up in person, and he's now in recovery, believe it, weirdly. So weird as well that the first boy I kissed when I was 11 was an alcoholic. I mean, I didn't know it then. Yeah, now isn't it weird? Isn't it crazy? Anyway, we got on well, and he's now all into witchcraft and he's into all of this spiritual stuff. And he actually asked, he was like, oh, he was asking me all these tips on being he was trying to sort of get free psychic information from me. I was like, anyway, but anyway, he was fine. But I said, oh yeah, because they were all busy calling me a witch. And he said, well, they were right. He was like, you are a witch. And I was just like, oh yeah. Like, and I got this like really different take. And so I wonder, as we're talking now, maybe I need to do some healing or something about being, because all of us light workers, we've all, of course, had lives where we've been burnt at the
Oh
stake,
yeah.
and yeah, I could do with having some healing about
Yes.
that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, when you said, oh, maybe I need to go and buy one again, I don't have that sense at all.
Ah,
For me, you have it in you. You don't have to have it in physical form in front of
I
you.
don't need, yeah.
But yes, to the healing of it. Absolutely.
I tell you why
And
I got rid of it, because I felt frustrated that I never knew what to do with it.
oh, you see? I think you don't
Yeah.
need it. I don't think you need
Yes.
it. It's a bit like a gimmick that you've outgrown. It's like, yeah, so what?
Yes, yes, yes.
But energetically what it stands for, energetically what it can do, you
Mm-mm-mm.
have that in your cells, and it may be that there is like a um there is a healing of it to do, of like that it needs love and kindness.
And integration.
Yeah. But
I
the
was
thing is,
seeing it. No, sorry.
I think you have integrated, you have it, but maybe you're not fully accepting it.
Yeah, I'm pushing it away somehow. Yeah, the
Because
power.
because it's scary, because it's not safe. That's the thing, or in the
Yes, yes,
past it
exactly.
wasn't safe to have it. And I absolutely at this point don't see you having this as a symbol for your logo on Rona Eve Clues, transformation coach. Here's my witcher star.
I don't know.
But maybe, you see, once it's healed, it's a totally different
I'm
story.
going to send you a request.
Oh yes.
And it's funny because I did a friend did a tarot reading for me on the boat on New Year's Eve, and the card I got for the year was Queen of Cups, and I spoke to a friend about it on Saturday, who's also a healer, and she said, "Oh, that's funny. I got Ace of Pentacles."
Mm. Rona.
Yeah,
Okay. Because oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And it is beautiful. Look at it.
yeah. There, I love it
Yeah.
when
It's
it's like
got a very
that.
different feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
It's also
the one I actually saw, sorry, it's ten of Pentacles. I think it was, or night or nine. And anyway, I'll just show you this, and then I'll stop.
because yeah, because this takes us off somewhere else.
I understand. Was it that one? No, it was the nine. It's the nine of Pentacles. I'll show it to you, and then we'll stop. No, it wasn't that one either. Anyway, I'll find it and show it to you. It's fine.
Well, I think
I
this is
love her though.
yeah. Can you just enlarge one of them? Maybe the
Yeah.
first.
So she's meant to be a woman enjoying her wealth and her
Well,
gifts.
good, you see. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Because
Yeah.
at this point, yeah. So yeah, I think this is fascinating.
I do too.
So anything else that is obvious to you about this symbol that we haven't shared yet?
Because it's complete. Again, it's taking people on the journey. Yeah.
Yep.
And then it feels like it's like I take them round, and then it's like and then they're able to do that self-expression.
Yeah. And it's like they're able to stretch into their fullness.
That's right. And by completing that intergenerational trauma piece, that like, oh, okay, that was all of them. I don't need to keep taking. Yeah.
And there's
Freedom in that completion.
yeah, and there's a releasing of guilt and shame,
Mm. Mm.
and the sort of, you know,
And
the
hiding.
the burden of it's my fault.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, it's not, yes, sure, you're a creator in it, but
Yes.
it's it's not your full creation. It's
Yes. That's right. It's not, yeah, exactly. It's not yours to carry.
no,
Because there's no carrying in this somehow.
it's perfect balance.
Yeah, it is.
It's light, it's
Mm.
beautiful. Okay, let me share mine.
Mm.
So the symbol I got for you, I saw you, uh, you were outside, you were on a beach, you were in the sunlight, and you were giggling, and there were white doves, and there were white rats, and there were white butterflies flying around,
Mm.
and you were laughing and you were playing, and I was like, what, rats and
Mm.
doves and butterflies? So it was incredibly light. It was incredibly playful, and it was incredibly, yeah, very free. You know, light in not
Mm.
heavy, and light as in not dark. It was
Mm.
both. And then suddenly it was like there was like this grounding. You nearly turned, well, yeah, you turned into uh a mountain, a volcano, and then suddenly there was an eruption of lava, and it was like you, and that transformed then into, it was like creating a new world.
Mm.
And so if I take the, you know, sort of each step or each element separately, first, the, you know, the white doves, of course, it's, there's this sense of freedom and liberation
Mm.
and
Mm.
peace, you know, and
Mm.
so I really feel the sense of transformation from the work
Mm.
that you do, and that you allow, yeah, you help people set themselves free.
Mm.
And with the butterflies, again, it's really a clear symbol of transformation, you know, and white, there's this purity, and that all of
Mm.
the three symbols were white. There's,
Mm.
it's this purification, it's this
Mm.
ability to purify. And with rats, I was like, okay, that's interesting. So
Mm.
that's, I feel, so rats, you know, they're highly intelligent, they're
Mm.
incredible survivors, and
Mm.
they persist, right? They're like,
Mm.
obviously they can also carry diseases and the plague
Mm.
and sort of
Mm.
deadly stuff.
Mm.
And generally they're not really liked animals. It's not,
Mm.
you
Mm.
don't
Mm.
necessarily want to have a pet rat unless you're me, and then I had one, but
Mm.
that's different story. That's more me being a rebel than, actually I absolutely loved my rat. But um so I think symbolically it's like, so it's an animal that is seen as much, you know, like being in the lower, it lives underground, it's in the
Mm.
basement, it lurks in those corners where we don't want to look at.
Mm.
So for me, these three animals, you know, they're, that's what you help create. It's like you transform, um
Mm.
you transform these dark corners, or these, it
Mm.
wasn't a black rat, it was a white rat, you know, it
Mm.
was like, it was also liberated and freed and sort of transformed into its higher, into its higher essence, but
Mm.
it can go into these deep dark corners and
Mm.
unearth and bring up stuff that is not comfortable.
Mm.
And then with
Total
the,
sense.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also in the when she said to me about the feng shui, there was something about rat at some point. I don't remember. And rats in feng shui are about in Chinese medicine are about networks and
Mm.
being well networked. And I think that I put people in touch with a whole network of a whole system of healing, really. That's you know, the whole system of the whole wider systems of healing, so that they then, you know, when I'm not in this scene, they've still got all of that, you know. So it makes complete sense. And purification, I think, is a huge, yeah, part of it. And volcanoes and lava I do a lot of work with art around volcanoes.
Oh, so because then so I felt like it was like in two times or in
Mm,
like step one and then step
mm, mm, mm,
there was a step three. So it's like the step one you're purifying and then you're clearing. Step two, you can fully ground and have this incredible earthly grounded solid power
mm,
that can then, I mean, a volcano, there's no, you can't control this power. It's so beautiful. I
mm.
mean, it's raw nature, raw
Yeah.
force, raw power, Rona, raw. Interesting, isn't it? That yeah, raw.
Mm,
So it's this, yeah, super powerful energy that
mm,
also creates new worlds. So basically,
mm,
obviously in Iceland, it's erupting.
mm,
There's the island is volcanic, so it was
mm,
created from an eruption, and now new things can grow, and then at times it
mm.
destroys everything again. And there's a real Kali energy too
Yeah.
about this, getting rid of or destroying what's no longer true and useful and
Mama point.
huh, yeah. And then so the third step is like, new world. It's like it
Mm,
felt quite I didn't it was more of a feeling than a picture, but it felt like a little bit sort of a not a psychedelic picture, but a little bit, like butterflies and nature and flowers and plants and a little bit sort of technicolor, strong, even
mm,
though I didn't see a clear picture, it was the energy of this new world.
mm,
And I feel that that's what you're doing with your clients.
mm,
There's a transformation, a purification, then
mm,
a incredibly powerful grounding in truth and in reality,
mm,
and the ability to destroy what's no longer needed, what's no longer useful, what's no longer
mm,
constructive.
mm,
It's destroying the unconstructive. It's
mm,
destroying whatever's in the way
mm.
to allow this new world to emerge that is unique for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. Because when there's no, thank you. So I can totally see why God created this whole alignment with us, and because it needs I was just thinking to myself, it needs your Scorpio, it needs that scorpionic understanding. Only a Scorpio understands transformation like this, you know, because I've got Sun in the eighth house, so it makes me a Scorpio Leo. You know, it's like only a Scorpio knows that depth of pum, you know, like that willingness. And I was just thinking also about rat, and how rat is about transforming those lower energies, you know, shifting them up. You know, they go into those places, you know, go into the bins, go into those places we don't want to go, and then shift, the energy shifts and goes up, you know, as a result, because it's not stuck. And it also makes me think about how, you know, there's no, because with my sort of where it connects to my ecology work is like there's no personal, you know, there's no wide, you know, that the planetary abuse starts with personal abuse. You know, if we're not engaged in personal abuse, well, guess what? We're not going to be buying heroin, you know, which fucks over South America, or, you know, the Middle East or whatever. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to be engaged in, we're not going to be eating McDonald's that harms animals over there. And you know what I mean? It's like there's just not going to be that kind of extractivist way of life because that colonial dominance, because we're not doing that, we're not engaged in that ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, planetary abuse starts with with personal abuse. Absolutely.
It does.
Yeah. And
I read a thing yesterday that threw me slightly about smart cities, this whole smart cities thing. Some people are saying with the LA that it's about the creation of a smart city, same as the destruction of Maui was the same. Do you know about
ooh,
that? Interesting.
oh,
Anyway, it's a whole other thing, but yeah.
yeah, that yeah,
Mm,
not going there today, but
interesting.
yeah.
Uh,
So actually there's one other part, but I feel I want to stay with this.
this, mm,
Like let's give ourselves that spaciousness of
yeah,
the 7 minutes.
yeah.
So well, we can give it to
Mm,
ourselves together, but I
yeah.
think having just this time to integrate and like these two symbols, or like mine's
Mm,
like a series of symbols or a little story,
mm,
they they tell a similar story. There's
mm,
what was so evident in the first symbol of you at the beach and with birds and rats and
mm,
butterflies is
mm.
freedom,
Yeah.
complete freedom
Mm.
and joy and light and
And lightness.
lightness, and you make it look
Mm.
and feel effortless.
And fun, because often, even we're talking about really dark shit, like I make it really fun, so yeah, because people can't, because they can't, because I've done it for a long time as well, people can tell me anything. I'm quite unshockable, same as you. So yeah.
So yeah, and then the volcano, that power, the ground, the being connected to the earth, it's not airy fairy, it's not up there with the it's
No,
not
no, it's not theoretical. Yeah.
it's not it's not theoretical, it's not woo woo, it's not interpreted, it's raw,
Embodied.
it's embodied raw power, power of nature embodied. Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, and then because of the purification and the liberation and the transformation at the beginning and the being able to ground and hold and destroy whatever's not true,
Mm,
there's
mm,
the possibility of this new world and new way of being. And your symbol of the pentacle is like it's so beautifully balanced, and there's actually such a high vibration, and it's making me feel quite sad and emotional that it's because it's so powerful that it's been
mm,
abused as well.
mm.
It's also been like
Yeah.
dark and made into something scary and horrible and
Yeah.
you should shy away from. And actually, no, this is our truth.
Mm, mm. And the right people will recognize it. Mm, mm,
Actually, just now, as you said this, like I suddenly saw you with a pendant,
mm,
just above your heart chakra or a
mm,
gold. Yeah. But yeah, it's that's that part for me doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter whether you actually physically
mm,
get one,
mm,
or if you draw it on your wall, or if you're
mm, mm.
on a post-it, or whether it becomes, yeah, I
You know
mean,
what it also is? Because it's also used in Chinese medicine, isn't it?
is it the five elements or
The five elements, yeah.
Huh.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
fascinating. Yeah. Next Tuesday, there's Nick Haynes who's doing
Mm.
a presentation on the Chinese New Year on the
Oh,
theme of this wood snake Art of
mm.
Conscious Cafe on Tuesday evening if you're free.
Ah, what time?
Probably have a lot on already. I think it's at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock UK or 7 o'clock?
7 till 8:30.
I might be able to get there, but is it recorded? I might get there late.
Yeah, it's online. Yes, it will be recorded.
Let me have a look at it. 'Cause I think I have something till half seven. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
Wood snake. Wow, potent.
Want to give you a hug?
Oh, thanks. I want to give you a hug too. Well, we will. We'll hug next month.
Yeah.
Yay! We'll have like 100 hugs, won't we?
Well, maybe not 100, but yes. Yeah.
Oh, 100.
Maybe 200. No. Oh, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, quite yeah, it feels potent. And I think recognizing the that witch piece, I think is actually really, really vital actually.
And it does feel like a coin as well, like a money
Yeah. Yeah,
coin.
because in that Rider-Waite tarot, it is money. I want to have a look and see which I want to see which one it is. Yeah, Rider-Waite. Because it was the one, there's a particular one I saw. Rider-Waite Pentacles. Do you remember when I studied tarot? I studied tarot with a woman who called herself a gypsy
Mhm.
at um College of Psychic Studies. There it is. It's the eight. That's the one I
Oh,
saw.
okay. Show me.
Um, that one.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. It's also quite that one is quite like see it, he's working, right?
Yeah.
He's creating them, he's working, he's
Yeah, because
making.
they're lovely.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Queen of Pentacles.
The one the one next to it, like the woman with all the
Yeah.
that one I absolutely love. That one resonates the most for me, for you, but
Yeah, that's wonderful, isn't it? Well, I'll put it on my phone and stuff. What I used to do when I had a printer was I'd print them out
yeah.
and sleep with it under my pillow
Oh, yeah,
to embody it.
beautiful. And I also love the one with the hand there.
I know, the Ace of Pentacles.
That has the lightness of
Of what you were saying.
yeah, that has the lightness and the healing and the it's really that one. Look, and there's a gate, right? There's that gate in
Yes, there's a door of opportunity,
yeah.
and then like look, there's the volcano.
Oh wow. Yeah.
The earth.
Yeah. Beautiful. A golden opportunity, a new job or creative project, a reward for what you've done.
Yeah, I do.
Focus on the gold, a realistic, practical approach. Yeah.
Yeah.
The two is very nice as well, but he looks a bit like a fool. I didn't see you like that.
No, yeah, I don't find him.
No, and the third three doesn't resonate.
No, it's too yin, isn't it?
Way too dark. Four, no.
It's okay. It feels too much
Holding
because it
on
can
to
be
his
too much.
money.
It can be too much money on the mind, that one.
Yeah,
The five is depressing.
yeah, totally. Six is like okay, give to the poor, but there's still
Yeah, it's a bit
huge
unequal.
hierarchy. It's like, no, that's the old world. The
Exactly.
7 is hard work. And 8, yeah, that one is crafting and creating. That one,
But I think it's too male, like you said,
yeah.
and stuck in a dead end job. Look.
Oh, yeah. No, no. Look, enjoying what you have accomplished. That's so you. Cultivating an attitude of abundance. Yes, baby.
Mm. Living the
Being
good
full
life.
of your life, successful, independent, and self-reliant, living the good life, sense of refinement. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. 10. Yeah. But
Yeah, I felt like I was sort of between these. I have Mercury in Virgo.
haha, interesting. And the page, what's this one? Ah, I like that one as well.
Yeah, he's cute.
There's innocence with him. Hold on one sec. I'm doing a
Sorry.
screenshot. Um, yeah, the night. No,
Hardest working. No, I don't need that.
Queen. She looks a bit sad.
Yeah, I know. I thought that.
It's not the lightness I got with
No, the other one.
the king.
He's a bit too male.
He looks stuck in the past. Yeah.
I agree that it's
Oh,
the 10 and the 9 that are exciting to me.
and the ace.
Yeah, and the ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ace is the purest, and I found that one. It's like there that captures
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
essence.
I do too. I love how they appear that hand appearing out of the ether. It's like, wow.
Look what I've had in front of me while we were doing this. So I've had
Oh,
Lakshmi and Kaliyantra
oh, lovely.
and Sarasvati.
Wow.
They have a feeling of,
Yeah, they do. I know, and it was making me think about that. Do you remember years ago when we talked about my website and I was wearing that lotus necklace, do you remember? And you scanned it. I've
no,
still got it somewhere. I love it. The way you scanned it was really nice.
oh,
Yeah. I bought a new necklace on Saturday actually. I bought a Labradorite from Watkins.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't worn it yet because I need to cleanse it, and then and make it mine, but I'll do that today. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too.
Do
You
you
are
want me to do any homework before
no,
Wednesday? No? Okay.
no, just integration.
Be with it.
Yeah.
I've got a little thermal printer thing, so I think I might print out
Be
those
with it.
cards and sleep with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wednesday we are just
At 1
we're
1:40.
1:45, right? Your time. Well, I think you said 1:40. I said 1:45. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
1:45 till 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. Amazing.
Love you.
I love you too.
Done. I'm gonna so 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. I will sleep with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much. Have a lovely afternoon.
You too.
God, I can't, yeah, I just feel full.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
amazing. All right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.